Have you ever wondered about secret experiments? Shocking, right? Today, we dive into dark corners of history. We'll reveal experiments that were hidden from the public. You won't believe what they did. Let's start with human experimentation. Many governments have conducted secret studies. These often pushed ethical boundaries. Today, we'll reveal a few chilling examples. First, there's the Tuskegee syphilis study. For 40 years, black men went untreated for syphilis. Researchers wanted to observe the disease's progression. This led to immense suffering and is now a painful memory. Next up, we have MK Ultra. In the 1950s, the CIA explored mind control. They used drugs on unwitting subjects, often with horrific results. This dark operation blurred the lines of ethics and morality. Now, consider the Stanford Prison Experiment. In 1971, college students were placed in roles of guard and prisoner. It quickly spiraled out of control, revealing the power of authority. People must understand how easily morals can be compromised. Let's not forget Project Bluebird, a secret CIA program. They aimed to develop interrogation techniques, often using psychological torture. These experiments were believed to extract information at any cost. Lastly, check out Japanese Unit 731. They conducted gruesome experiments on prisoners during World War II. This included vivisection and biological weapon testing. The horrors they inflicted remain largely ignored. Such experiments raise questions about ethics and humanity. We must learn from these past mistakes. Awareness can prevent future abuses. In summary, these experiments reveal troubling truths. Human lives were treated with grave disregard. It's vital to remember these stories. If this topic intrigued you, subscribe for more. Stay informed and challenge hidden narratives. Knowledge is power. In addition to these shocking examples, we must also consider the impact on survivors and families, who often bore the scars of these inhumane practices. The emotional and psychological toll lingered long after the experiments concluded, a reminder of humanity's darkest impulses. Yet, despite the pain, voices emerged, demanding accountability and justice, paving a path toward healing and awareness. Through education and remembrance, we honor those affected by these experiments. It is imperative that we foster dialogue about these injustices to ensure similar atrocities are never repeated. As we move forward, let us remain vigilant, as the pursuit of knowledge and understanding can lead to healing. By acknowledging the past, we can profoundly impact future ethical standards, reinforcing the idea that human dignity must always be upheld above all. As we reflect on these harrowing chapters of our history, let us not forget the power of storytelling. Each narrative serves as a beacon, enlightening those who may remain unaware of the shadows that lurk in the corners of scientific inquiry. It is through sharing these experiences that we cultivate empathy and understanding, urging collective consciousness to rise against the potential for future abuses. We owe it to ourselves and future generations to carry these lessons forward, ensuring a commitment to ethical practice and a steadfast promise to protect the vulnerable in our society. Together, we can strive for a future where knowledge and compassion prevail over exploitation and pain. Ultimately, the shadows of these experiments serve as a crucial reminder of the need for ethical vigilance in research and governance. Through continuous education and engagement, we can forge a path towards a more humane world, where the lessons of the past inform the decisions of the future. By standing united against the echoes of these injustices, we empower ourselves to be champions of human rights and dignity, ensuring that history does not repeat itself and that humanity's moral compass is steadfastly upheld. In embracing the lessons learned from these dark chapters, we can advocate for ethical standards that prioritize human dignity. Let our commitment to awareness transform our society, creating a safer world for all. Together, we can ensure that history remains a guide, not a reoccurrence. This exploration of hidden experiments challenges us to confront uncomfortable truths and motivate change. As we navigate the landscape of knowledge, let us remain steadfast in advocating for justice and ethics, ensuring each voice resonates within the collective struggle for a more compassionate tomorrow. Together, we can illuminate the path forward. Have you ever paused to consider the long-lasting repercussions of these secret experiments? It's unsettling to think about how the scars left behind shape not only the lives of the survivors but also their families, who are often left to confront the emotional aftermath. Many of these stories echo through generations, serving as haunting reminders of the inhumane choices made in the name of science. As we continue to unearth these narratives, we must pay homage to those who suffered and are fighting for their voices to be heard. Furthermore, these narratives compel us to critically examine the ethical frameworks surrounding experiments today. With advancements in technology and research, the potential for exploitation remains ever present, putting marginalized communities at risk of repeating history. It is essential that scientists and researchers engage in rigorous ethical discussions to safeguard against abuses. By establishing clear guidelines and ensuring accountability, we can create a culture of respect for human dignity that resonates through all scientific endeavors. Each story of injustice serves as both a cautionary tale and a call to action, urging us to remain vigilant in our pursuit of knowledge. Ultimately, fostering a transparent dialogue about past and present practices empowers individuals to challenge unethical behavior and advocate for those who cannot speak for themselves. Amidst the pain, there also lies a flicker of hope. Activism has emerged from these dark tales, with survivors and advocates working tirelessly to create a future where such tragedies are not merely a chapter in history but a catalyst for change. Grassroots movements have proliferated, aiming not only to honor those affected but to demand systemic reforms to research ethics. Educational programs share these narratives, equipping new generations with the knowledge that can forge a more humane path forward. In this ever-connected global society, we each hold a responsibility to ensure that these stories are not forgotten but rather serve as essential lessons to guide us toward compassion and integrity in all aspects of life. As we close this discussion, let us commit to being the custodians of these truths, ensuring that the echoes of injustice propel us to foster a society where dignity is sacrosanct. The collective memory of these experiences must be preserved, fueling our resolve to battle apathy and indifference in the ongoing quest for justice. Through education, we cultivate a culture that values ethical considerations at every step. As we share the chilling accounts of past experiments, it becomes evident that awareness is our most potent weapon against repetition of such atrocities. These unsettling truths must remain at the forefront of our discussions, enabling us to advocate for those who are often silenced. By nurturing conversations surrounding ethics, we not only honor the victims but also empower future generations to challenge injustices that persist in today's research environments. Together, we can transform the shadows of past experiments into guiding principles for responsible scientific inquiry, aiming for a brighter future where ethical standards safeguard human dignity in all pursuits. As we reflect on these complex narratives, it's crucial to recognize the intergenerational impact that arises from secret experiments. Families often grapple with trauma that transcends time, instilling a compelling need to advocate for justice and healing. By sharing their stories, they simultaneously honor the past and amplify their demand for reform in scientific practices. Additionally, the courage of survivors to voice their experiences fosters a community that seeks to educate others, ensuring history does not recede into obscurity. In this shared journey, we discover a profound resilience, a commitment to transform pain into purpose and to fight against any recurrence of inhumanity. Together, this united voice holds the potential to reshape ethical standards in research, guiding us toward a more compassionate and just future. This journey into the shadows of experimentation illustrates a compelling truth: there is immense power in remembrance and education. By sharing these stories, not only do we honor those affected, but we also begin to forge a path filled with hope and accountability. In this way, The legacy of past injustices can ignite our commitment to creating a future where ethical standards redefine scientific inquiry, protecting the dignity of all. Remember, knowledge is indeed a powerful tool for change, urging us to never forget these lessons as we advocate for a more humane society. Together, we can ensure that history serves as a guiding light, illuminating our shared responsibility to uphold human rights. The emotional wounds left by these experiments remind us of the moral obligations we owe to the most vulnerable in our societies. As we confront these truths, we must also foster environments where ethical guidelines are not merely suggestions but foundational principles governing all research. By sharing these experiences and insights, we cultivate a collective consciousness that prioritizes compassion alongside curiosity. Through this vigilant exploration of ethics, we guarantee that the past remains a critical reference point for future endeavors. Ultimately, our commitment to uphold these lessons ensures that humanity's dignity is never sacrificed on the altar of progress. Together, we can build a world that honors both the memories of those affected and the paramount importance of integrity in all forms of inquiry. In these times of rapid scientific advancement, we must remain ever watchful of our ethical responsibilities. The stories of those subjected to inhumane experimentation serve as a reminder that vigilance is vital. As we advocate for ethical research standards, let us carry forward the legacy of those who suffered, ensuring their experiences guide our future actions. Together, we can create a world rooted in compassion, dignity, and respect for human rights. In conclusion, as we bear witness to the dark history of secret experiments and their far-reaching consequences, let us remain steadfast in our commitment to promote justice and ethical integrity. By learning from these painful lessons, we can shape a future where human dignity is unwaveringly prioritized, ensuring that history never repeats itself.